Hi Scorpios, the Ivy Phoenix here with your 2019 flash forward. That's what I'm calling these lovely little snippets, you know, cornerstones into different areas of your life. Did I say the Ivy Phoenix? Hey. Welcome back to my channel. Hello to those of you who are new. I'm taking that off, although I haven't asked yet. Okay, can we pause? Maybe I'll stop shuffling. General reading. I am suggesting to all of my viewers, outside of looking at your sun, moon, rising, consider your Venus and definitely watch your ruling planet signs video. Because I feel as if 2018 we had so many retrogrades, so many of the planets, if not all of them, were in some type of retrograde, you know, and now that we're in 2000 or going into 2019, that won't be the case. And since that won't be the case, I want you to see, you know, what you are really going to be sifting through, what you're going to be living through, what you are going to have stationary for a while, so that you can make sure that you're continuing to learn through that, heal through that, make the changes that are necessary. So I'm going to pull a card for life first, work / money / career, and then I'm going to pull one for love, and then I'm going to have an oracle message to wrap up the reading. So we have 2 cards for you. Let's get, and I didn't ask yet, but let's just get one more for your life. What's going to, okay? All right. Okay, Scorpios. For you all, I'm looking forward to having more uplifting messages in 2019 for you, because at the beginning of the year, up until I want to say about October, November, it was really about getting yourself out of toxic situations. It was really about leaving. So many times I had, you know, Scorpio, my people, my tribe, my soul family, you know, coming to me and telling me about situations that they were in, but it was counterproductive to what they really wanted. And as a friend, I'm going to love you no matter what choice you have. As a friend, if you ask me for my opinion, I'm going to give it. But at the end of the day, and this is for anyone, not even just you Scorpios, you have to be ready to make the choice that you really want to make. You know, nothing that anyone can say is really going to be able to sway that until you are in a position to receive it. And until you are in a position to do what you need to do. And so, Scorpios, for the beginning of the year, a lot of you were just being stuck voluntarily in certain positions. I'm surprised I didn't see the 9 of Swords come out with that. 8 of Swords is more about, you know, yes, you're choosing to stay somewhere even though you're freely able to walk out. And then you have, you know, the 9 of Swords, but it's living, continuously living the pain. It's keeping you up at night. It's a strain on yourself, but that's because it's not even just grief. It's not even, you know, trying to release those emotions. You know, there are 9 swords usually hanging up in the background. You are constantly seeing that energy in your space. So no wonder you're not able to get any sleep, right? I'm saying all that to say, I feel as if this year you have to change that narrative. You have to change that perspective. If you want to heal, you don't just keep revisiting the pain over and over again. You get to the root cause of the pain and you start to actively make changes. And so I feel like if it has not happened already, if it is not currently happening now, it definitely is going to happen in 2019, where you are going to be forced to make that change. I feel this is also about, you know, choices that need to be made, you know, where potentially Scorpios, you're sitting up there being petty Betty, or, you know, what's the male version? I don't know, but the male version too. You're sitting up there just being petty and not doing something because you want someone else to do it. But you know that the decision needs to be done regardless, and so you're just delaying the inevitable instead of just cutting it off, instead of just ending it. You are now dragging that process forward, and I think that that needs to end. You have the King of Rods here. You need to be in your power, but you need to be acting. Okay, so I'm not sitting up here saying, don't do what a Scorpio does or whatever, but I think that you now need to start balancing, being vindictive and those types of qualities, and realizing, like, look, regardless of this situation, I need to heal from it. It's no longer about this person. It's no longer about this job. It's no longer about getting this type of result. I need to be in a place where I'm sane and I'm at peace. Continuing to enrapture yourself into something that you know needs to be finito needs to stop this year. And if you have not learned it, if you are not learning it now, you will learn it in 2019. You will be forced to learn it. And this time, I don't feel like this Tower card is going to be it's just a little lesson coming in. No, I mean, it's going to shake your entire world until you're finally able to make those choices yourself, and you can totally bypass that level of hurt and pain. I feel like that may be what has kept you back, Scorpios, is the fact that you are so afraid at what could come from it that you choose to keep yourself in that space so it justifies how you act. But you need to just learn how to move forward. No matter what. No closure, no pain, no nothing like that. You can deal with it on your own, but you have to get there. You have to get there. You have to get there. Let's get to your work, career, money, material success. Let's get there, please. Scorpios. I'm sorry, my phone is going off. Give me 1 second. All right, sorry about that. All right. The Chariot. Chariots. Career, work, money. I feel like this is timing more than energy. Scorpios, you all are very ambitious. There are certain things that you really go after when it captures your attention, and you have a connection with it. You have to have a connection with it in order for you to, one, even succeed at it, but two, be able to be in it for a long time. This is a card that is ruled by Cancer. It is the number 7. So I would say by this summer, there's going to definitely be some type of focus on your career. More so, I think of how fast money is going to be coming in for you and potentially reevaluating that. If you aren't getting the dividends that you have been wanting or anything like that, you may have that type of conversation. I also feel like there could be a necessity to move come August, not for anything, in regards to it could be, for some of you, it could be, rents going up, or something like that, or something ties up your funding and it's not the most wise decision to stay in a big house or something like that. Regardless of what it is, something like that could pop up in the summertime. I feel it's not quick though, because this Chariot card, they're not moving. you know. So it's not like it's fast movement that way, but I feel like it has to be something that is really going to cater to your home life, your stability, stuff like that. And if it's not, it's just going to be up for reevaluation, or something is going to change, you know. With this, maybe with the Tower card here, you know, you just get a shakeup in that arena. So that's what I feel about that. It's more, ooh, ouch, 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 ouch. It's more about timing than it is anything else. Let's get into your love. I also feel that if it is having to do with speed, you know, something like, if, you know, money hasn't been a worry for you, or maybe you have already moved or something like that, this could be like, you know, things were progressing and there's a standstill. You know, it's just going to be some type of change that either has to be made because of circumstances that show up in the summertime, or, you know, there's going to be a change in direction. If things were moving at a fast pace or solidly, there's going to be a stop to it. I don't see that this is particularly where things have to, you know, or things are going to start coming in fast. It's like you're going to, oh gosh, y'all ever get new tattoos and they just start to itch? Yeah, but it's something like that. I don't feel, even with, you know, the changes that come in, you're going to know about them. It's not like, I don't feel like they're going to spring up on you. I just want to make that distinction that, yeah, I just want to make that, yeah. Okay, so, love. 4 of Swords. Scorpios, I think, like I said, this past year, the readings that I have done for you all have majorly, been about leaving some type of situation. And I feel if you have not gone through with the ending yet, if you have potentially been putting it off for someone else to do, or if you have been potentially putting it off because you maybe wanted to literally blow up in your face, I don't know. But I feel as if this is confirmation that it needs to be you. It needs to be you so that you can free yourself. Hello? It needs to be you so you can be taking back your power. It needs to be you so that you can be able to focus on your home life, your stability, your personal life. You have to free yourself up from this. You do. If you want that sunshiny moment in the back, it has to be you. I feel like I said in the beginning, I think I did. Maybe not. Maybe I meant to say it, but I'll repeat it anyway. Fear. A lot of what has been holding you back has been fear-based, and you have to let go of that. You're a water sign. You know, you are led by emotions, but what keeps you from fulfilling even your own desires is the fact that you still hold pieces of yourself. You rule the shadows, you know. You're the Death card. You are ruled by Pluto in modern times. You used to be ruled by Mars, which is action oriented. Get back into that type of energy, you know. But either way, you hold yourself back. You expect exposure. You expect vulnerability. You expect 100,000% from everyone else, but you aren't that willing to put forth that effort yourself, you know? And so I think that is also showing itself in your relationships, where you are attracting in these people who are just like you. And if you are holding yourself back, then what do you think they're doing? You know, like you are finding your vibrational match, but then when you finally wake up and you're just like, why isn't this progressing? Why isn't it going anywhere? Don't look at the other person, look at yourself. And so if something needs to end, it's the same thing. Like you're sitting up there waiting. They could be potentially sitting up there waiting. So you both are sitting up there doing this dance and continuing to live in unhappiness. No, 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 no. Listen, Linda, listen. I'm just kidding. Change the narrative. Do what you need to do and stop waiting for someone else to show their colors. I also feel as if some of you may, I don't know if I said this either. I feel like I did, but I don't know. Some of you may be trying to do this as a manipulation mechanism where it's like, okay, well, I want them to do the bad. I want to see them do it. I want to have proof that they're doing it because then it will justify how I respond. Let that go. Let that type of action go. Like, no, 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 no. You are so much better than that, Scorpios. You really are. You really are. You can find someone that can love you, the real you, you know, nitty gritty and all. And the moment that they don't, I'm not saying that that's necessarily when you give up, but again, make sure that you are 100% fulfilled. Please, 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 please do. And if you are not, do what you need to do to free yourself from it. Okay? That's what I think 2019 is going to be for a lot of you, is learning how to end that type of dynamic. Oh. Spiritual understanding. Spiritual understanding. There are things that you recognize, Scorpios. There are things that you recognize also that you have to do. Do it. That's what I got for you. Your 2019 flash forward. Ivy Phoenix here. See you all in January.